So there's a lot of mindset that's involved here. And that's why the life planning process to me is so important. It's really financial planning done right, because we identify what those things are that matter to you.
Without that life plan, you're right. It feels like we're building a big pile of money for what end, for what purpose, right? And if you don't have that purpose and you don't have that why, you don't have that connected, wealth, it feels like at times, Phil, can become kind of like a curse, or kind of like not a blessing, right? So talk to us about that forging of changing that mindset with people.
It's really interesting. It is a lot of mindset. And a lot of times we look and we see somebody that we know, they live in a bigger house, or they drive a fancier car. And we think, well, I want that. But what we don't know is what lies underneath. How much debt do they have? What's the rest of their position? Are they living paycheck to paycheck? If times get tough, is that the person that has to sell their house because they can't make the payment anymore, versus being able to be in a place where you're less affected by all those things? So there's a lot of mindset that's involved here. And that's why the life planning process to me is so important. It's really financial planning done right, because we identify what those things are that matter to you. Like if you want to go out for fancy meals, that's fine. But then what else is it that you're doing that you don't need to do, so that you have that right balance and you're spending the money on the things that matter to you? If you want to take trips with your family, that's great. But again, we always want to have a balance, right? We have lots of I think that we always have lots of competing things, right? When you're a family, you want to save for your future, for your retirement. If you have kids, you probably want to save to help them pay for their education. You want to be able to have some experiences. So we have to be able to find that balance. And that's really important.